Hello fellow lovers of the liminal and the weird, and welcome to another video by Liminal Spaces. It has been quite a crazy couple of weeks. As you know, I spent a week down in Colorado with my brother, which was really fun. It was great to see him, to catch up with him. But while I was there, I was able to get a lot of reading done. So there's a lot of stuff going on. But before that, let me do some quick channel announcements. I recently joined a collaboration with Virgil from Literally Books and Brian from Bad Taste Books, and we have created a show where we read crazy 80s horror, kind of the weirdest, well, 70s, 80s, 90s horror, and we're eventually going to, I'm sure, broaden those years, but we kind of find the craziest stuff we can from that and talk about those. The first episode is already up on Virgil's channel. I'll put a link to it down in the description. Go check it out. We have a ton of fun. It's interesting, and I haven't really been able to do it yet, but we've kind of created character personas over there that we are going to try to do at least the beginning part of those videos in those personas, which is a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it yet, please go check it out. It is awesome. Also, tomorrow, the 5th episode of Literally Liminal is up, and this time our guest is Jake from Pulp Mortem. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Jake from Pulp Mortem, and if you are, you know this is going to be a very good time. He is a lot of fun to talk to, brings a lot of energy to whatever live stream he's on, so we're excited for that. Make sure to tune in. I will also put the link in the description for that. It's already set up, so you'll just have to click on that link and it will tell you exactly when it is happening in your time zone. So make sure to see that. And if you haven't, go check out Jake's channel, Pulp Mortem. It is hilarious, really, truly a lot of fun. And he reads pulps that all of us kind of pick up at yard sales and estate sales and probably purchase and then let languish on our shelves, that are those types of pulps that, for me personally, I look at and go, I'll get to that sometime. I wonder if this is good. Jake dives in and finds out if it's good. So if you haven't watched his channel, go check it out. It is a riot, a lot of fun. Really looking forward to talking with him live tomorrow. Also, really quick, I wanted to talk about a little bit about monetization for the channel. Of course, my channel is monetized, and I really do appreciate being able to make some money off of doing this because I put a lot of time into it. But I've had a bit of a quandary recently, and that is with mid-roll ads. And I know that YouTube has changed how mid-roll ads work. And what mid-roll ads are ads that pop up while you're watching a video. And I'll be honest, when I watch YouTube shows, I hate mid-roll ads. Boo-hoo, so what? So does everybody else. It's a great way for creators to make money. But I know that a lot of you listen to my content when you're driving to work, or you listen to it on headphones while you're working. So I hate the idea of these ads popping up and forcing you to stop what you're doing, look down and skip the ad. But I really like the idea of being able to make compensation for how many hours a week I put into this process. A process that I enjoy, but that does feel sometimes to be a little bit like work. So here's the compromise that I've come to in my brain of kind of how to make those two divergent ideas work. What I've noticed is there is about a core of about 600 people that watch each of the videos that I put out. And thank you to that core. I really appreciate all of you watching. So what I'm going to do is when I put up a new video, I'm going to leave off mid-roll ads. So there shouldn't be any mid-roll ads. I don't know if YouTube sneaks them in without my say-so. I have no idea. I think there's a button I can push that makes it so there's literally no mid-roll ads. And I'm going to do that for like the first day or the first 600 views of the video. After that, I am going to put mid-roll ads in. So I'm just doing that for the people that I know jump on my videos right away, really enjoy watching them. You can watch them without having to worry about mid-roll ads. And then once the video starts dying down, which happens right about 600, I'm going to put mid-roll ads in so that I make that compensation from people watching the back catalog. So that's my plan. Either way, if you watch my videos on the first day or earlier before 600 views, you won't have to deal with mid-roll ads. So there you go. Okay, here is what you can expect coming up in the channel this week. First, I have finished Philip K. Dick's Time Out of Joint. I think I brought up that I was going to read this, and I did. It was a really good, really easy read and really enjoyable. I think it was Outlaw Bookseller that said at one point that this is probably one of the best places for somebody to start with Philip K. Dick, and I agree with that. This is a perfect balance of the kind of regular sci-fi that we come across a lot and the beginning of Philip K. Dick's really strange concepts being filtered into sci-fi. So that is absolutely worth a read, and we're going to be talking about that this week on the channel. The second thing we're going to be talking about is another story from Horror Times 10, an anthology of weird fiction. And that is the only story written by a woman in this anthology. She is credited here as Dorothy Baker, and the story she wrote is absolutely incredible, and it's called The Gorgon's Head, and it deals with a subject that I absolutely love, so you can look forward to talking about that. And while I was driving up to Colorado and then back down from Colorado, I finished Swan Song by Robert McCammon. This was a thick book, 956 pages. It almost hit 1,000. Still not as long as Stephen King's Stand, but very close. This was a really good time. At first I was afraid that it was going to be just a kind of derivative knockoff of The Stand, which a lot of the reviewers still claim that it is, but I think it did its own thing, and it did its own thing beautifully, and I really enjoyed it, and I know that they're coming out with a TV series about it, so I'm excited that I've read that so I can watch the TV series. So for this week, you can expect a video for Time Out of Joint and a video for Dorothy Baker's The Gorgon's Head. Swan Song will be coming up. I don't know if I can get it out this week. We'll see. But I am starting to read, if you'd like to read along with me, I'm just starting Tanith Lee's first novel from the Tales from the Flat Earth, so not this whole book, just Knight's Master, which is a quick read. It's only about that much of the book. And really looking forward to that. Virgil has very good things to say about this, and Deb from Omnivorous Reader put up a wonderful review of this on her channel as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. So if you have a copy of that, jump in and read that with me. That's kind of a fantasy read, so to offset that, I am also reading my first James Tiptree Jr. I'm actually about halfway through this. This is a short novella. It's under 100 pages. This is a double. So it's got Joanna Russ's Souls on one side and James Tiptree Jr. Houston, Do You Read? And I am loving this. This is fun. Really, really enjoyable reading. We'll see how it turns out. I'm halfway through it and I'm loving it thus far. I also plan on reading the other side, which is Souls by Joanna Russ. Both of these won Hugo Awards. This one won a Hugo Award in 1977, and this one won a Hugo Award in 1983. So I'm going to read both of them. Hopefully they're both as enjoyable as this first one is. Just really, really incredible stuff so far. So if you'd like to keep up with me, this is what I am reading next. I'm also waiting for my copy of The Weird to show up in the mail. This is an anthology by Jeff and Ann Vandermeer. And I'm getting a copy of this because right now Wheel of Genre is going through and reading each story. They're going to make a video on each story, which is an absolutely incredible undertaking. This is a thick book, and I kind of want to go along with them. So that is my plan. I'm just going to read one story a week before their video comes out so that I can follow along. And I think it's something that you might enjoy as well, especially if you love weird fiction. I will link Wheel of Genre down in the description. They're very, very good channel. I'll have a lot of fun with those guys, Bob and Zach, and I think you will too. So you might see every once in a while where they do a video and I do a video on the same story. I'm not going to do a video like they are for every story that I read, but if there's one that I really love that I absolutely have to talk about, then I might put a video up here as well. So there might be some linkage in our channels for a while, which is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. So yeah, I think that's everything that's going on with the channel. I always forget to talk about certain stuff and it drives me nuts, but that's what I've got so far. So I'm glad to be back from my trip to Colorado. I had a ton of fun. I got to read a lot, and you will of course be seeing videos from all of that in the future. All right, thank you very much for watching.